Welcome back to the Magic Board Quest. Today I've got an 11-foot McRae ZooKeeper. This thing is a whole entry twin fin glider that just is absolutely magic. Hi, I'm Miles and I really like surfboards. Welcome to the Magic Board Quest. This 11-foot hull glider gives new meaning to trim. It's got that buttery glide that we all know and love about regular hulls, but magnified to 11.0. When it's locked into a wave, it is pure magic. When it comes to rating, I'm giving it a 4 on ease. 11.0 is a lot of board, and it's not for the faint of heart. And then for speed, I'm giving it a 10. 11 foot is already fast, and it's got a low rocker and a lot of foam in the nose, and this board can really get moving. And then for turns, I'm giving it a 4. It carves off the middle of the board with the belly really well, and then it's got those twins that turn well, but they're a little bit loose, and again, it's 11 feet long, so it's a lot of board to swing around. For the matrix, it's going up by my glider. It's just a touch slower with the belly, but it turns about the same. This outline reminds me of a combination of like an eagle with a fish type of shape. It's got Kaz's signature blimp nose with a slightly pulled in tail, and although it's a diamond tail, it feels really fishy when you surf it. Then overall with this rocker, it's fairly flat with a bit of low entry flip. The rocker is kind of a signature Kaz thing for softer California waves, generates a ton of speed. And for fins, it's got these sick 101 keels. Gliders are normally single fin, and so having twin fins is pretty unique. But because they rely on their rail line, I actually think it works well to not have that much fin. It makes it, again, really fast. I also like this template with the wide base and a little bit of rake. It reminds me of my Tyler Warrens. All right, let's see what's going on here. Pretty hold out. Very hold. Look at that. Woo. Hole. Oh, wow, yeah. Holy biscuits. Hold to, oh, still going. Hold all the way to here where it gets teardrop single. And then, oh, whoa, it's kind of double. That's cool. You can kind of see teardrop double. Oh, I thought it was gonna be single. Look at that. And then some V out the tail. And that teardrop in the back is actually a bit of triplane. And this rail is nice and pinched. I like that a lot. It's got that kind of angle here, low, sharp, sick. So if you know me, you know I love gliders, and I had a ton of fun riding this board and figuring it out. Overall, this board is very responsive, and just slight inputs set into motion big results. The magic of this board comes when you're in a walled up wave. It has this feeling of controlled sliding that is wonderful. Where a concave board gives you a sense of lift and grab, this board gives you a sense of sliding and gliding. If you've ridden hulls, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, the best I can describe it is it reminds me a little bit of like a skimboarding feeling, but scaled up. Then through flat sections, it's got a lot of foam up front and it's quite flat, so it wants you to walk a little bit to find that sweet spot, but once you do it kind of locks in. Then when it comes to turns, it does have that cool teardrop double in the tail that gives you lift through your turns. In smaller waves, you're more kind of lifting the nose and repositioning, but in bigger waves, I found those twins actually carved really nicely. And then when it comes to wave size, I found the ZooKeeper really comes alive in like a chest high-ish and above surf. It seems like it likes more speed. The more speed, the better. I would have loved to try it in even bigger surf than we got. However, I found it a little unstable in little waves, perhaps due to that belly kind of rocking in that ball-bearing motion. And then when it comes to riders, gliders in general are a novelty I wouldn't recommend to everyone, but all things considered, this one's kind of in the middle of the glider difficulty scale, so I had a ton of fun on it. So that's the McRae ZooKeeper. Overall, I think gliders are not explored enough, so it's really cool to see Kaz's unique take on this board. Thanks for joining me on the quest for the Magic Board. We'll see you next time.